We see no movement at the moment up front. Schrader and Gant are hooked together, but they cannot make a move on Dale Earnhardt. They go into turn number 3, still in single file formation. Gant lets the 7 car slide up the banking just a little bit. Schrader's in the middle of the racetrack. Earnhardt is down low. There will be no movement. Schrader may make a last-ditch effort, but Earnhardt is going to win this race. Schrader is second, Gant third, Labonte fourth, and Tracy Leslie finishes in 5th position. And Darrell Waltrip leads another group of cars down, and he finishes unofficially in 7th. There's the GM Goodrich crew. They have won another race here at Daytona. A Busch Clash victory, a Twin 125 win, and now the checkered flag in the Goodies 300.
Earnhardt secure in 3rd. We will pick up 4th, 5th, and 6th place as Mark Martin comes around. Earnhardt just took the white flag in 3rd. That's what kind of lead Mark has built up. White flag on the balance of the field. Checkered flag for Mark Martin. 2 wins in a row at Rockingham. Presley will be 2nd. Earnhardt will be 3rd. Here is 4th place. The blue car is Grissom. David Green in the middle. Tom Peck on the right side. Who will it be?
Peck had a good run at him the lap before that. Ran up on a lap car again. Looks like all these guys have been battling. It's going to come down to this.
Off turn 4. Grissom hangs on to 4th. David Green, by finishing 5th, will become the highest placed Busch Series driver in the point standings. And Terry Labonte continues to battle Butch Miller. Mark Martin, coming out of turn number 4, will score his 2nd Busch Series win in a row. Victory lane at Rockingham, and he'll go to victory lane here at Richmond with a 2nd place finish. Nemechek will move into 2nd in the points.
Gant on the outside.
Well, right back there, coming off turn 2 is where Presley passed Gant the last time. Is he going to be able to hold him off? No traffic is going to come into play as they get back to the start-finish line.
Here comes Gant closing the margin. 3 car lengths, 2 car lengths out of turn 4. Checkered flag, and Presley will take the win. 33-year-old Robert Presley, Owen Edwards. Look at this battle back here. David Green, car number 44, the points leader, trying to hold off. Tracy Leslie in the 72. It will be at the stripe. Green, then Leslie. That was for the 6th and 7th position.
Larry Pearson was right behind them, finished 8th.
Whoa, trouble here in the front stretch. One car gets tapped from behind. Richard Lassiter gets a tap. A battle now back as Lassiter's car has spun off the racetrack. No caution flag. Lassiter, another car spins in front of the leader.
And Terry Labonte is spinning around as Tommy Houston has spun up there in the turn. Caution and white is out right now for Michael Waltrip. He'll get the checker the next time around. Terry Labonte gets his car going. He won't finish 2nd, but he still is going to finish pretty good if he can come on around. They're under caution, so I think if his car keeps moving, then he should be able to come on around and maintain whatever position he came out in. Todd Bodine moved up into 2nd place, and Terry Labonte should still be running, I think he's running 4th right now.
Labonte being shown in the 4th place position here. Michael Waltrip has come by to take the checkered flag and win the race. What a wild scramble at the finish.
Like we was talking about, he had to take a look at it.
Grissom up to block. Here's Craven on the outside, looking to make the dive low and can't do it. Steve Grissom will win it.
Good run for Grissom. I tell you, he survived this thing. Ran good at the end when you needed to.
The Channel Lock Chevrolet, owned by Wayne Grissom and wrenched by Bryant Frazier, will go to victory lane for the 29-year-old driver from Gadsden, Alabama.
Got some help in the points race when Chuck Bound moved David Green out of the way. But no one could catch Burton, coasting to his first win in 35 races. Pearson was 2nd and Grissom 3rd, taking over the point lead.
Craven had to go around on the car on the outside. That gives Sadler a little bit better run up off the inside. Now he'll probably drive it to the inside going down to turn 3.
We know Burton's going to win it. Here's the race for 3rd place. Sadler looks high. There's Burton. He takes the flag. Off turn 4 comes the race for 2nd. Labonte, Craven, and Sadler finish in that order. Chuck Bound comes home on the lead lap ahead of David Green. And lost a lot of points there, fell back to 7th after being ejected. But not today. Today it is all Robert Presley who rises to the top, comes off the final corner, and collects his 9th career victory. Checkered flag, Robert Presley wins the Laneco 200 by 2.1 seconds over Steve Grissom. Ward Burton comes from a lap down to finish 3rd. David Green is 4th. Butch Miller is 5th. Chuck Bound holds on for a 6th place finish on the lead lap.
Will it be a Waltrip weekend on this Memorial Weekend at Charlotte? We'll know tomorrow afternoon and evening when they run the 600 at Charlotte. Michael Waltrip sideways a bit in turn 3, picks it back up. Here we come, down for the checkers. And winning at Charlotte, it's Michael Waltrip. The Pennzoil Pontiac has done it for Chuck Ryder and company. The Harvey Racing records the victory in this $300,000 event. A great moment for the Pennzoil Racing team here at Charlotte. Ernie Irvin up to congratulate him. And 6'6" Michael Waltrip has himself victory number 7 in Grand National Racing.
He kind of backed into a win here, his first at Dover Downs, but in this one, he has decimated the competition. There's nobody on the racetrack he has to pass today, and he'll give Frank Cece and Todd Welliver a victory here at Dover Downs. The GM Goodwrench Delco Battery 200.
Not only did Chad Little take the white flag, he's going to make her all the way.
Chad Little driving for Redskins quarterback Mark Rippon. The Bayer Aspen car comes home for 2nd, and Jeff Burton for Phil Martocci and the Baby Ruth Ford will be 3rd. Still the 2nd place car. Rodney Combs trying to get a lap back from the race leader. Jeff Burton has nobody in his mirror. As Combs comes around, it'll be white flag for Rodney Combs and checkered flag for Jeff Burton. He wins it here at Myrtle Beach in an anything could happen and probably will thriller.
And did.
And did almost lap the field. His brother Ward would finish on the same lap in 2nd place and now pulls up alongside.
Yeah, congratulate him on the win. Or smoke in there coming in that corner. Elliott's got to get there yet.
So Bill Elliott, for the first time in 28 Busch Grand National starts, will go to victory lane. Winner of the Phase 150 by about 20 car lengths over Terry LeBeau. What a run for the rookie. There's Hermie Sadler leading that pack as Bean and Burton and Peck rather beat on each other again with Vito right there.
The question is, can the next group make it through this next corner? It looks like Grissom's got him coming off the corner. The battle is going to be for 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
Grissom wins it. Pearson is 2nd for 3rd. Hermie Sadler, David Green is 4th. Tom Peck is 5th ahead of Jeff Burton and Tim Vitoa. What a finish.
The complexion changed so many times in the last 10 laps. Who's going to win this race?
For Steve Grissom, it is his 2nd win of the season. He won in April at Hickory. He will retain the point lead.
It's 8 cars.
Boy, they can't do it if they run side by side. Earnhardt's going to win this thing. They got to go now. Here went Ernie.
Yep. Tracy Leslie got into him.
It's set down, but it's going to take a lick on that inside wall.
Irvin to the fence. And the leaders to turn 3. Tracy Leslie has come right to Earnhardt after brushing Ernie Irvin, and Leslie goes to the inside. Randy LaJoie is right with him, and Earnhardt comes down to the tri-oval. LaJoie and Leslie for 2nd.
Wow. Boy, LaJoie, we're talking about made a move.
And here comes Labonte way up on the outside. It's Earnhardt, LaJoie, Labonte, Leslie, Elliott, Waltrip, and Presley. A wild finish. And Earnhardt got to see it all from his rearview mirror. Labonte has that third spot from Ward Burton, and Tim Fedewa is looking for an opportunity to pass Ward Burton. Meanwhile, Tracy Leslie is in turn 3, now in turn number 4. Here he comes off the 4th turn, and Tracy Leslie wins the Kroger 200 at Indianapolis Raceway Park. There's 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Labonte, Ward Burton, and Tim Fedewa.
And the crew is happy.
It's been an unbelievable race here tonight, and the winner is Tracy Leslie. We'll be back to talk with him in a moment.
Mark Martin looks to be on his way to victory for the 3rd time in 1992. Earnhardt 2nd, Robert Presley 3rd, Terry Labonte 4th, Grissom 5th, Rick Wilson 6th, Ricky Craven 7th, and Todd Bodine now being shown in the 8th position, last year's winner. Last time out of turn 4 for 34-year-old Batesville, Arkansas driver Mark Martin, as Carl Simmons waves the checkered flag, and Martin will take the victory. And here's a battle of the line as Sterling Marlin and the car number 92, that's Larry Pearson, they battle. And Steve Meal, who called the shots all day, has got to be smiling. Right, John Kernan? Down the back straightaway, Bodine and Nemechek, 34 and 87. Nemechek drives it as hard as he can out of turn 4, but Todd Bodine will hold on and get win number 2 on 1993. Todd Bodine picks up his 2nd in a row at night here at Bristol, Tennessee. And there's Clyde McLeod and the Fiddle Battle crew celebrating there in the pits. And indeed, they should be extremely proud of Todd Bodine. What a job he has done, particularly here at Bristol, Tennessee. Let's go down to John Kernan. Flatten out 1,228 feet. Mark Martin leads away. 6 car lengths back to LaJoie. And Joe Nemechek, who's caught back behind some cars, has lost the 4th spot to Chad Little. Coming out of turn 4, it'll be checkered flag this time by. Can Mark Martin hold on? 5 car lengths, 4 car lengths, and Martin will take the victory. Randy LaJoie finishes 2nd, and looks like
Chad Little 3rd.
Chad Little finishes 3rd, and Nemechek, who had trouble in that restart.
Yeah, he really got off to a bad start. Don't know what the problem was, Jerry, but he lost a couple of positions.
Mark Martin has come from the back to the front to win his 4th in 1993.
Squirted down the straightaway. And now on practice my victory lane speech.
Again.
He should get pretty good at it.
For the 2nd week in a row and the 5th time this season, Mark Martin drives the Jack Roush Winn-Dixie Ford under the checkered flag to win the Autolite Platinum 250. For 2nd place, Tracy Leslie for 3rd, Hermie Sadler for 4th, Rick Mast, and 5th, Bill Elliott. Second place, Tracy Leslie. Ricky Craven trying for one last run at him. Less than a car length.
Ricky's giving it everything. Look at Spencer. He got up under Grissom there.
6th place to Jimmy Spencer. Bodine, checkered flag. He'll win it for 2nd place.
Oh, here they come.
Ricky Craven, and they have him.
They touched. Craven got him up. Tracy hit the inside.
And Jack Sprague held off David Green. What a finish for 2nd spot. Tracy Leslie and Ricky Craven. Boy, oh boy.
With only 8 laps remaining, he crawled up alongside of Craven and went on by. Sadler became the first rookie to win on the circuit since Bobby Hamilton back in 1989.
Back straightaway, getting down to it. White flag this time by. And what a run here in the final moments. The 63 closing in. Chuck Bound moves in. Getting down to finish it. It's a checkered flag coming right here. Checkered flag coming up this time by. Checkered flag is out, and it's Mark Martin, the winner. 2nd will be Michael Waltrip. 3rd is Earnhardt. Earnhardt in 3rd, and Bill Elliott at the end gave it a tremendous run. Mark Martin successful here this afternoon for the 6th time this season.
Any race he has finished in Grand National, he's won. Steve Grissom maintains his point lead over David Green by 45 at the end of this one. But it was Martin first, Waltrip second, Earnhardt third, Todd Bodine fourth, Bill Elliott in fifth.
Loosens him up just a little. Turn 3, this is it. Grissom on his tail. Bound off the corner. Grissom to the inside. Bound may be out of fuel. Grips it down and wins it. That's hard to believe. There's Chuck's wife, Debbie, who's TNN's chief spotter. It's been a long 2 years for her, too, waiting for Chuck to reach victory lane.
That Winn-Dixie car, I'm going to tell you what, I've seen a lot of impressive race cars, but that has to be one of the best.
Now, I got it. That is a real grocery getter right there.
Oh, man.
It just got the groceries. It's over.
Yes, it did. Bring the cash register, pay the bill. Mark Martin goes to victory lane with a 1.97 second margin of victory over Ward Burton. And it'll be the Goodyear reps in victory lane. Hoosier finishing second and third. Bob Hicks owns the car. Donnie Stoker's the crew chief on the Big Dog Cole Oldsmobile.
He's the big dog today.
You bet. You can't run with a big dog, stay on the porch. And Johnny Rumley takes the checkered flag.
As he cleared the last step.
Probably from the incident that he was involved in with Setzer and Chad Little. But he has second spot. Waltrip third, Gant fourth. There's Ward Burton, who's going to win this race, it appears. Sterling Marlin is right behind him, but a lap down. Burton off of corner number 4. He wins. The second place battle goes to Pearson. Third, Waltrip, and fourth, Gant. Ward Burton has won his 4th Busch Grand National career victory today, his 3rd in 1993. The last time he won was in Martinsville in Maine. Ward Burton wins the 650-300 here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. We'll be right back with more right after these messages.
To the surprise of just about everybody here, and Steve Grissom comes across to clinch the Busch Grand National Series championship.
Rader, who's won it. Walking in 1990. Oof.
Earnhardt came down on the inside. Schrader tried to make the move. Earnhardt went down with him.
That little black car can get as wide as any of them on the racetrack. He's going to be a handful off this corner.
Final turns. Neil, this is the car you were practicing for, Dale, earlier. It looks stout.
Yeah, I tested a few times with it, and it was an old backup car. Looked like it's doing a pretty good job here, I tell you.
Coming to the line, the 1993 Busch Clash. And for the 5th time, checkers come out. On the man in black. Dale Earnhardt has done it. Richard Childress knocking on the door to win the Daytona 500 again with driver Dale Earnhardt.
Now he backed up. Does he need any help from Kyle Petty? Will Kyle Petty give him any help? Here he comes. He looks at the outside. Now he comes down, looks at the inside. No place to go at either way.
Kyle looks inside. About 20 seconds to pay dirt.
And Elliott closed the door on Kyle going into the turn. He went down and took that bottom groove. Jeff Gordon's going to win this race, fellas.
Out of 4, here they come, rolling to the line. And the rookie from Indiana, it's Gordon across in first. The 2-time 500 winner, Elliott in second, Kyle Petty in third. How about that one?
I tell you, just a few years ago, they said, well, how are they going to replace the Pettys and Pearsons? It looks like out of the cradle to me.
We'll be back to meet this real baby boomer.
From Ernie Urban running fourth. Final corner. Earnhardt first. Jeff Bodine, the 86 winner, in that second spot. And Dale Jarrett. Here comes Bodine to the outside. Looks like he's going to make one more try. About 8 seconds to pay dirt.
He'll never be able to do it. He's going to try, though.
He comes back to the inside. At the line, it's Earnhardt.
fourth straight 125-mile victory here at Daytona. No one's ever done that. First time Chevy has swept both twin 125s since back in 1974 when Cale Yarborough and the great Bobby Isaac did it.
Looser Dale will get. There he comes. It looks like he's driving up under him. Earnhardt's car got loose and slid up the racetrack.
Dale Jarrett seeking in. They touch. They come back to the line.
White flag.
White flag and 1 lap to go. Earnhardt coming back on the outside. Bodine gets into it. Strickland gets into it. This is the finish.
Did we say 5 cars had a shot at it? Get ready, because it's coming to the wire. There's Jarrett in front.
Jarrett pulling back in front. Bodine comes down to the inside. Jeff Bodine, the 86 champion, trying to find some room.
Come on, Dale. Go, baby, go. All right, come on. I know he's got it to the floorboard. He can't do any more. Come on, take it to the inside. Don't let him get on the inside of you coming around this turn. Here he comes, Earnhardt. It's the Dale and Dale show as we come off of turn 4. You know who I'm pulling for. It's Dale Jarrett. Bring her to the inside, Dale. Don't let him get down there. He's going to make it. Dale Jarrett's going to win the Daytona 500. All right. Oh, look at Martha. Oh, dear. Oh, can you believe it? Way to go. Hey. Man. Can you teach him to drive that race car?
Oh. You think she'll get out of the van, or you going to go get her out, Ned?
Oh, that poor girl, she needs help.
Happy Valentine's Day, Mrs. Jarrett.
Clear sailing. Darrell Waltrip ahead, but down on the bottom, out of harm's way. Rusty Wallace comes off turn number 4. Earnhardt is closing it up, but will run out of time. Wallace scores his 3rd Rockingham win. Buddy Parrott gets the dunk. Last lap battle. Musgrave caught Dale Jarrett, couldn't quite pass it for 6th place.
What's a good win for Rusty? I tell you, they ran hard all day long.
He's won here, as we mentioned earlier, in the fall race, which is now a Saturday night affair. We're going to be here in September to enjoy it. Allison coming from 18th to 8th in the Winston Cup point standings as he takes the checkers here today. What a jump up for him, and Jarrett leads Earnhardt by 1 point in the Winston Cup standings as we bring this one to conclusion.
I think they got the Energizer Bunny in that car. It's still going. It's still going. 105 miles on 1 tank of fuel. He has the lead to coast home from here. In turn 4 to the front straightaway. The winner, one of the biggest cliffhangers we've had in a long time, Morgan Shepherd wins it for the Wood Brothers.
Boy, oh boy. Good bunch of people until they work hard on it.
Ernie Irvin has the gas to go the distance and finish 2nd.
Looks like he's almost running slow.
Margin of victory, 17.5 seconds.
I know he is. Because the team that is as accustomed to winning as Dale Earnhardt, Richard Childress, and all this crew is, last May was a long time ago.
The 54th win of his illustrious career in Winston Cup competition. Here is Dale Earnhardt winning the Trans-South Financial 500. Mark Martin finishes in 2nd position. Here comes Alan Kowicki and Petty, who really got down on the apron that lap, battling for position, but Kowicki got it. That's 6th and 7th.
Place will continue to watch for you as Earnhardt remains ahead of Kyle Petty. Here is Rusty Wallace in the 3rd turn, now the 4th turn, and the Food City 500 win is his. Rusty Wallace, Earnhardt 2nd, followed by Kyle Petty. Here is 4th position going to Davey Allison and Spencer, I'm sorry, then Davey Allison, and then Darrell Waltrip.
Great 3rd this season and become the new points leader.
in NASCAR Winston Cup competition. Here's the Miller Genuine Draft Pontiac off the fourth corner. Rusty raises the hand, and he wins the first Union 400. Here's the battle won by Terry Labonte over Ricky Rudd. And the Miller Genuine Draft Pontiac crew celebrates another win.
4 laps to go as soon as he comes by the start-finish line.
Maintaining an advantage.
Oh, Morgan Kemper hit the wall hard up in turn 3, between turn 3 and 4. The Citgo Ford just shot into the wall, and boy, he hit it hard.
He sure did, and there's considerable damage to the right side. Here's the caution once again.
And he's sitting right in the middle of the track. They got a race back here. This race could finish under the caution. Of course, their spotters are telling where he is.
Look at Allison trying to win it.
He couldn't quite make it. Half a car length.
That could have been the race right there if we do not go back to green.
We will not go back to green, believe me.
Yeah, there's only 3 laps to go, and there's enough debris scattered all the way around turn 4. And, of course, his car is still sitting there. Look how close Davey came to winning this thing.
He got up on the inside of him, about a half a car length, maybe 3/4 of a car length.
Yep.
But today, it's a mechanical situation. You know, the guys in the chassis shop and the guys, the whole guys, everybody that did the brakes, everything. We won this race today because of maintenance. The car handled great, but still, it lived all day. Earnhardt had a problem with the motor, and this is for David Evans. His father had a heart attack. This is for you, David. And they dedicate the win to David Evans, the engine builder, who is not here today, but watching at home with his dad, who had a heart attack. Bob?
Comes out. 1 more lap to go, and Martin is way up high and hits the wall and shoves Rusty down to the middle of the track.
Man, oh man.
And Irvin is there right on Earnhardt's bumper, and Irvin goes to the inside of Dale Earnhardt.
And the white flag is out. Here comes Martin. He's going with Ernie. Spencer going on the inside as well.
Irvin has the lead as they go down the backstretch. Jimmy Spencer fans out to 3 wide. Rusty Wallace goes 4 wide. Here they come.
Irvin, really, Earnhardt is on pace. He might be running low in gas.
Dale Jarrett trying to get through. He's moved into a battle for 3rd position.
Earnhardt apparently is running out of gas in the turn.
He shuffled way back. Here they come off the 4th corner. Ernie Irvin leads them down now. Is he going to win the Winston 500? Jimmy Spencer is 2nd. They come through the tri-oval. Checkered is waving. Ernie Irvin wins, and Rusty spins and gets airborne. And flips wildly right at the start-finish line, very reminiscent of his accident at Daytona.
Oh, man. That is too bad.
What a way.
Yeah, he's moving. I see him moving around in the car. I saw it there. We see his head moving around.
Yes, we do.
Man, thank God.
And here they come for the last time. Turn 11. Jeff Bodine on the brakes hard. Ernie Irvin trying to close, but not being able to make much of a move. Bodine slipped a little high, but I think he's going to make it back to you, Bob.
I think he's going to make it. Here he comes. Bodine with about a 5-car length advantage. Jeff Bodine wins. Ernie Irvin finishes 2nd, then Ricky Rudd, Ken Schrader, and Kyle Petty. And for Jeff Bodine, he becomes the 7th different winner in NASCAR Winston Cup competition in 1993, and he wins his 14th career Winston Cup event.
The black car is in the last qualified spot. That's the one that counts. Winning here just means you transfer on. It is Marlin coming off the corner. Schrader with him. Bodine 3rd. Mike Waltrip, and Rick Mast is going to hang on. He will be 5th. Transfer on to the Winston. It's the 3rd victory in the Winston Open for Sterling Marlin. He and Mike Waltrip have had a stranglehold on this race. Schrader pulls up alongside.
You know, even though Schrader didn't win the race, you can bet he learned a lot when he goes in now. This is where it's key to running this race.
Irvin is 3rd.
Now, leading going in here doesn't necessarily mean you're going to win. We've seen this before.
Look at Earnhardt go deep into that corner. Man, he's driving that
Here
car.
comes Mark.
Earnhardt pushed up the racetrack. Mark Martin has a look at him, but Dale Earnhardt will collect $215,000 for his third victory in the Winston.
I tell you what, that was a tough run on the outside. I was surprised that he could hold him from the outside, but he was able to do it.
That's third spot in jeopardy. Out in front is Earnhardt, sailing away toward his third Coca-Cola 600 victory. Here to the inside comes the 18. Down to the line comes the 3. They're side by side in a battle. Further back in the field for third. Back to the line comes Earnhardt to win it. Across in second will be Gordon. Here they are for third. At the stripe, it will be Jarrett. Dale Jarrett defeating Schrader as they come to the stripe to end 600 miles, 400 laps in the 34th annual Coca-Cola 600.
600 miles and you beat a guy by a foot. That's something else.
He's going to win it unless something awful happens.
Kenny Schrader is second. Gant is third.
Here's Musgrave trying to get on the inside of Davey Allison. Trying to take over the position.
He's got him this time.
If he don't slide up in the turn.
Here's Kyle Petty coming off of turn 3. He takes the checkered flag and wins the Champion Spark Plug 500. Here's Schrader second. Third is Gant. Fourth, Spencer. Fifth, Musgrave. Sixth, Allison. Seventh is Shepard. Eighth is Marlin. Ninth is Ricky Rudd. Here's John Kernan.
Ricky Rudd puts that Lumina through its paces, and the 36-year-old is halfway from pay dirt. His 20th season in Winston Cup racing. Looks like he's going to do it again. Pressure still very much on. Here he comes down out of 4. Ricky Rudd. And Joe Grimm watching, and across the line. The checkers are out, and Ricky Rudd has pulled it off. The Rick Hendrick Racing Stable wins its 33rd Winston Cup event. And they also take second place with the youngster Jeff Gordon. What an amazing turnaround in the final moments of this one.
Up right on the back bumper of Sterling Marlin.
Oh, here comes Sterling. Schrader on the outside, Sterling on the inside.
Just ran out of racetrack, didn't have enough racetrack on the inside to make the move on Earnhardt, and had to slide up behind him. That could give Dale the advantage and the win, as a matter of fact. Here they come off the fourth corner. Schrader and Marlin are side by side. Dale Earnhardt is going to win the Pepsi 400, and for second it is Marlin, just inches over Ken Schrader, with Ricky Rudd, I believe, fourth, and Jeff Gordon in fifth.
Rusty coming off, he's checking out on him.
Here's second place. Davy's got one more shot here at turn 3 to take second place money.
He actually had a little bit better run on the white flag lap.
He did. Rusty's going to come off turn 4 to score his 26th career victory, tying him with Hall of Famer Fred Lorenzen. Mark Martin, by a car length, holds off Davey Allison for second. Fourth will go to Dale Jarrett, who will move to within 171 points of Dale Earnhardt, knocking 80 points out of Earnhardt's lead.
Can feel good about today. Morgan Shepherd and Bill Elliott can feel great about today. The crowd rising to their feet, not just for Earnhardt, but for all of these Winston Cup drivers for this outstanding event they have given in Pocono, Pennsylvania, after they have lost one of their own, one that they all admired, loved, and cared about. Dale Earnhardt has won. Rusty Wallace comes home second. Bill Elliott third in the most competitive automobile racing in the world. Earnhardt leads Winston Cup standings, will be the headline in Winston Cup scene this week by 223 over Jarrett.
Here comes Jarrett down on the inside.
White flag coming out this lap. There's Kyle Petty up there. He's the strongest guy in that bunch. Looks like there's a chance to run on Earnhardt. And there he goes to the inside.
Final lap, Kyle drops to the bottom. Urban goes up on top. Kyle pushes it hard.
I guarantee Urban's going to go 3 wide to the bottom with Jarrett. There's that bottom lane open for him.
All This is the run for the money. Last lap. Urban there on the inside. Earnhardt on the outside. Kyle works him over.
Who's going to help this? Which one does Kyle Petty get behind? Whoever he gets behind's got a shot to win this race. And there comes a 6. He's going to enter into it.
Mark Martin with a good, solid run. He might be able to dip under both of them, or all three of them coming off that.
About 5 seconds to pay dirt. Here they come. Urban on the inside.
That shortcut on the inside is going to be of some help.
As they come to the line, dead even.
I don't know. I think like the 3. I think Earnhardt won the race. It was awfully close.
Or is this Talladega? Do we do this every time we race up here?
Isn't that something?
Unbelievable to run the kind of race that's been here today and finish it with a few inches.
Give it to Earnhardt. Dale Earnhardt has done it again.
No problem getting back to the finish line first.
Headed for turn number 6, where we have seen many crashes today, including one early in the race involving Rick Mast, but we have had no driver injuries. He's off of corner number 6, now headed for turn 7. He enters it, comes onto the straightaway, sees the checkered flag, it's waving for him, he wins it. Mark Martin has the butt of the Glen, and Wally Dallenbach finishes in 2nd spot. Jimmy Spencer 3rd, then Bill Elliott and Ken Schrader.
Dale Jarrett running again by himself. Wallace, Speed, and Musgrave continue to run nose to tail. All right, Mark Martin is coming off turn 4 as we watch these guys go in turn 3. And Mark Martin, here he comes. He wins his 9th career NASCAR Winston Cup race in his 222nd start. Shepard is 2nd. Then Gordon, look at this battle. It is Musgrave who got the position from both Speed and Wallace.
And I don't know who finished 5th. Then behind them are 6th. But the Musgrave at 5th. There's a dead heat between Lake Speed and Rusty Wallace.
They've got a half a lap to go. Wallace tries to make a move to the inside. He's going to make it to the outside. No, he can't do it there. It's going to be Mark Martin winning the Bud 500 over Rusty Wallace. Man, man. 3 in a row for Rusty, or rather for Mark Martin. Is that get exciting? And once a 6-car,
He might not have even seen the checkered flag.
I don't think he did. I don't think he saw the checkered flag. He is still racing. Now, he wants to talk to Jeff Bodine.
Well, he won the race, so
he's a little hot.
Yeah, looks like he is. Anyway, he continues the win streak. It began at Watkins Glen, it continued at Michigan, and now here tonight.
It's his first win ever at this grand old racetrack that has been hosting a NASCAR Winston Cup race on Labor Day weekend since 1950.
And Earnhardt took the white flag, so he will be credited with 4th spot, even though the car shouldn't get back, but it will get back, and Mark Martin wins.
Mark Martin's Express continues. He has won 4 in a row. Mark Martin continues to eat into the points lead of Dale Earnhardt for the 1993 NASCAR Winston Cup Championship.
Down the back straightaway. It's Rusty Wallace in front. Elliott making one final stab. It is not enough. Rusty Wallace has done it. He's just won his 27th Winston Cup victory. And he did it really the hard way tonight. Had to make up a lap and come back. And come back he did. Rusty Wallace has done it. The Miller car, the black and gold for Roger Penske's team for the 2nd straight year, has won their race. And a standing ovation from 70,000 for Missouri's Rusty Wallace.
David Pearson in 73, Cale Yarborough in 76, Bill Elliott in 1990. Make that 4. Rusty Wallace for 4th place. Behind Schrader and Waltrip, give it to Dale Jarrett ahead of Harry Gant, Jimmy Spencer, and the Labonte brothers.
He continues to sit behind pit wall and watch his NASCAR Winston Cup points lead diminish. Here is a big win for Ernie Irvan and for the Robert Yates, Larry McReynolds, Texaco Hamlin Ford team.
This is very emotional.
Rusty Wallace comes home second, Spencer third, and Ricky Rudd is fourth.
And his 29th career NASCAR Winston Cup victory in 296 starts. Here comes the Miller Genuine Draft Pontiac off of corner number 4. Rusty Wallace has won the Tyson Holly Farms 400. Dale Earnhardt finishes in second position. And we're watching for Ernie Irvan to come by in third. He does. Oh, and the water bucket goes on somebody.
The story, a dramatic one, is unfolding back in second spot. Mark Martin holding on. Earnhardt desperate, worth $1 million bonus if he can win the championship, and his lead has been eroded dramatically into those final corners now. Here they come for the finish. Here's your winner to the stripe. That is Irvan, and in second spot is Mark Martin. Third will go to car number 3, Earnhardt. Winding up the fourth today is Rusty Wallace. Great performance.
And since the June race at Pocono, he has finished on the lead lap every single race.
Boys, I can't wait to get out there to Arizona. I'm going to tell you, this is going to be a shootout right to the last.
That's 1 week from today. For the 9th time this season, Rusty Wallace and the Miller Genuine Draft Pontiac take the checkered flag. 30th career victory for Wallace. Will have one more chance at Mark Martin. He is 3 car lengths back as they enter the final turn of the last lap here at Phoenix. Irvan looks to the bottom. Martin takes it up high, and Mark Martin will go to victory lane. A slick 5,500, 12th career victory, 5th of the season. Dale Earnhardt holds off Bill Elliott, and Ricky Rudd finishes just in front of Darrell Waltrip. Is going to win that.
And Darrell Waltrip is out of gas.
He's out of gas now.
He's out of fuel.
And Ricky Rudd to pass him before he gets back. He came within a half lap of finishing the race. There is Darrell Waltrip. Ricky Rudd goes by him. He takes second position. Rusty Wallace comes off the corner, takes the checkered flag, and wins the Hooters 500. And the celebration in the Miller Genuine Draft Pit. And the 31st of his career, but there is also celebration in the GM Goodwrench Richard Childress Dale Earnhardt pit, as Earnhardt has won the 1993 NASCAR Winston Cup Championship.